by way of background, let me just say that under state law, one form of government is a county council manager form of government. Our current form of government does not provide for a manager, yet we have the position, quote, called county administrator, end quote. My question to you is, in your opinion, is there a difference between the two? That is, between the county administrator and a manager in that other optional form of government? And if so, when do we cross the line between having a county administrator that is the pragmatic same as a county manager?
Is that my question?
I believe it is.
I want to be kind of clear here because sometimes we're talking about words and their particular meaning. The county manager form of government that's in the state of Utah is of two varieties: an appointed manager by the county council and an elected manager. We use neither one of those in Morgan County. We have a seven-member county council who has the authority to hire various people in the county, and we've been doing that for years. We hire everybody in planning and zoning, we hire everybody on the roads, everybody in parks, so on and so forth. The role in this county of the county administrator was to work fundamentally as an assistant to the county council. The administrator that was used by the county was not given any inherent power, but only to work to coordinate and work under the direction. Now, the county council did make an error. They did allow that person to have some authority as a purchasing manager, probably which ought not have been done. That occurred prior to my appointment to the county council. The difference between the two really is, in a seven-member council, we have the authority in this county to hire various roles and people who help implement county administrative roles and county policy. In a county manager form of government, the manager has inherent power, such as the right to hire and fire and a budget that he can write checks on. There should be no checks written out of the county administrator in that form that was adopted by this county. The remainder of the question is whether or not it's appropriate. You know, that's going to be a discussion that's probably going on for a long time. But as long as the administrator hired by the county does not have any inherent power, works only at the direction of the county council, then that position is okay. If the county gives that entity more power, then you've transferred over the balance, and that would be improper.
Say the question one more time, just so I can make sure I get right to
What I'm asking is, under one of the optional forms of government that exists is a council/manager form of government. We don't have currently that form of government. We don't provide for a manager, but we have a position called the county administrator.
Very well. I was asked this question back in 2008 with the previous county council, and to research it, I called the only other county that shares our form of government, and that is Grand County. I talked to their county attorney extensively, and she said, this has been nothing but a mess for us. She goes, our form of government is the wrong one to pattern your county after, and a county administrator or a council administrator will be nothing but problems. We go through a couple a year one time, and a few other people floated through that position as well. She said, we can't keep people in there, they don't really know what their duties are, and it's just a mess. I wrote a memo to the county council and advised them, if what you really want is an executive secretary, then call it an executive secretary. But our form of government clearly vests all the power, executive, legislative, and otherwise, in a seven-member council, period. And it doesn't talk about an administrator. So they went against my advice and went ahead and hired an administrator. Part of the problem is they decided to pay the position $70-some thousand. So the kind of people who apply for that position are people who want management level employment, and they want to basically come in and be able to hire and fire and make decisions and be really involved in the political process. So there was a mixed message there, because what they told me, being the previous council, was we're just gonna hire an executive secretary and they're just gonna do what we ask them to do. But anyone who sat through a county council meeting, back when they had their council administrator, Garth, it was pretty obvious who was running the meeting. It was pretty obvious who had done the homework. It was pretty obvious who was calling the shots. Garth made proposals all the time where half the council members would sit there with a glazed look in their eyes going, that's probably a good idea. But they were not directing Garth. Garth was directing the way the county went. He was basically managing the county. Our form of government does not allow for that.
No rebuttal.